Hi everyone, welcome back to Tuesdays with Tuesday. My name is Tuesday and I'm here to read to you today. You're so lucky. I'm just kidding, I'm not the best reader and especially not the best public reader, but that's okay because we are allowed to try new things and we're allowed to be imperfect and we're allowed to make mistakes, which I assure you, I will make plenty of while I read to you. But again, that's okay. Today I wanted just to encourage you to try and be curious about something, anything, like what my cats are doing in the other room. I don't know, but I am curious. Try something that makes you maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but might be good for you, might be a good little stretch. This YouTube channel is a good little stretch for me. I'm much cozier and happier and safer probably behind my little word machine where I write books. I write fantasy fiction under the name Mary E. Twomey. I also write cozy mysteries under the name Molly Maple and romance under the name Tuesday Embers. But today we're going to be doing some fantasy reading. We have been reading together one chapter per video of book 1 in my Savage Hearts series called Savage Hearts. And we have read 11 chapters so far, and today we're going to read chapter 12 together. And we're going to be gracious with each other, because when you take a leap at something, I hope that your friends are really encouraging, even if you don't get it right or perfect. So I'm going to try and get it right and perfect, and I will fail miserably, but we're in good company, so that's okay. All right. If you have not read the first 11 chapters, I encourage you to not start with this video, but perhaps start with video 1, because otherwise you'll be like, I don't understand what's happening. And I'll be like, well, I told you to watch the first 11 videos. And you'll be like, I thought you were joking. And I'll be like, oh, you'll know when I'm joking. That was not it. So in case you wanted to know how that conversation is going to go, that's how that's going to go. So get cozy, get comfortable, and let me read to you. So this is chapter 12, called Different Now, and this is Cruz. I don't think Santos realizes his fork is bent in half until Raphael pries it from his grip. Santiago saved you from the bus crash, Rafi says. He must have told you his name. What else did he say? Her cheeks get this brush of pink. She rips at her stinking napkin like she's trying to figure out the meaning of life via the napkin's destruction. He explained that I'm different now, but it came with a caveat. Which is? Honestly, it's like pulling teeth to get this woman to talk. She's infuriating. Her chin dips and her voice drops. For a second, I visualize reaching across the table to shake her shoulders. I can only just make out her confession when it finally comes. I'm the strongest person in the world, but Santiago told me he was making it so that I'll only be as strong as I am gentle. Then she drops the napkin on the table and cradles her face in her hand. That sounds so arrogant. I'm sorry. It's just what Santiago told me, and I'm not even sure it's true. I mean, yes, I'm strong now, but I just... Her eyes dart guiltily around the diner before she drags her thumb across her throat. That's not gentle. What I did to those Calcoo guys. I should only be as strong as I am gentle, so I don't think the blessing Santiago gave me is holding up. Rafi's mouth pops open and a stream of nonsense questions spill out. How much can you bench? How far can you throw a ball? Can you lift a car? I hold up 2 fingers to dismiss Rafi's useless interrogation to bring us back to logic. Okay. So after Santiago came to you, blessed you, and explained it, then what? Can we not do this? I mean, it's my personal life and I don't know you. Rafi holds up his hand. I last dreamt about a 3-way between me, this woman I've been with a couple times named Gloria, and Cruz. There, now you know a little bit about my personal life. It can't possibly be as bad as that was. Super awkward. Cruz is about as bad in bed in my dreams as you can imagine. My head whips to Rafi, my upper lip curled in a grimace. Gross! It takes one shove to topple him off the bench, which he deserves for saying something so asinine. Rafi chuckles as he rights himself and climbs back into the booth. if it helps. You were a very tender lover. Awkward, but tender. I honestly don't know what to do with Rafi when he goes off the rails like this. Stop being annoying! For some reason, Rafi's stupid jokes get her smiling, and she starts talking. Huh. The next morning, I slapped my alarm clock to turn it off, and it shattered. My strength went from dangerous to off the charts, so I have to be more careful now. I don't know if I can lift a car. I've never attempted it. I'm too busy trying to not accidentally hurt someone. That explains why she throws a punch like she's never hit anyone in her life, yet can dent a man's skull with her limited skill. When her cheeks go pink again, I pick up my burger and start eating. There's more. Out with it. She won't look at any of us. He drew a design on my hands, Santiago, while he was talking to me. Before I can ask what kind of design, Santos turns his hand from beneath hers atop the table and looks pointedly at his palm. You want me to draw on your hand? Rafi pulls a pen from his pocket. Draw what Santiago doodled on your hand. Santos nods once, his face stony. This is the most conversation we've had about his deceased brother since Santiago died. He doesn't like to discuss his twin's death. Can't blame him for that. I mean, I don't know. I was too rattled to pay much attention to the design. I'd just been in a bus crash and I was in shock. She places her hand atop Santos's again, and his whole body melts for her. He was rigid with tension a breath ago, but the second she touches him, his shoulders go concave and he slides closer. His chest seems to draw itself to her, and she leans in without that annoying debate she always does over every little allowance. She doesn't hesitate so much with Santos. I make a note to have him extract the information from her next time. Judging by the way he looks at her, as if she's the prettiest thing on two legs, I'm guessing he'll be opposed to using force. Still, I can't have someone in our group that I can't trust. I hope we don't have to do everything the hard way when it comes to her. That was the end of chapter 12. That was a nice little short one for you. If you want to skip ahead, the ebook is on Amazon and Google Play and Nook and Kobo and iBooks and like all the places that you usually get books. And I want to say it's also like on Libby and Overdrive, like the places that you can use with your library app. Please use your library app. It's amazing. I listen to so many audiobooks that way, just like boom, 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 boom. Authors love it. So if you're like, oh no, I didn't pay for it and whatever, supporting the arts. We like when you read. I mean, I can't speak for all authors, but me, I like when you read. If you're reading my books, awesome. If you're reading someone else's books, that's awesome. If you're reading them on your Kindle, great. If you read audiobooks, great. If you like the paperback or the hardcover, also great. Just do something that makes you feel alive. And if reading is that thing that brings you peace and coziness, then please do more of that thing. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you do something that makes you feel a little uncomfortable, but you try it anyway because you trust yourself and you trust the people around you to be kind to you if you fall and fail a little bit. See, I stumbled through that chapter a little bit. There were a couple times that I was like, come on, Tuesday, that's not the inflection you wanted to use. That's okay, right? We're allowed to try new things. I'm proud of you for taking a chance on yourself. Thanks for spending time with me today. See you next Tuesday.